All right, good day, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading to the channel. All right, you guys. So for those of you that are new here, welcome. And I am here to give you your ancestor message tonight, this evening, or whenever you receive it. It'll be the appropriate time to receive it. And so, I just give thanks for being able to give this transmission, and I hope that this transmission is communicated correctly and effectively so that you all can receive the message. And the message that your guides and your ancestors are wanting me to convey is that some of you, should already be able to see past certain illusions. Like, you guys should already understand that whatever reality is being presented to you is not true. All right. It's like they're saying that, like, you have too many confirmations to believe anything that is being projected on you, about you, or to you. And maybe even through you, because this may be something that you're telling yourself. But either way, they're saying for you not to be fooled by that false reality, because that is not a true reality for you. And you know that that is not a true reality for you. So whenever you communicate these things that are being said, or these things that are being done, or whatever you're telling yourself, you need to make sure that whatever you're telling yourself is your truth. All right? Because that's what your guides and your ancestors are saying. They're like, do not forget your truth. What is your real reality? Tell yourself what the real reality is. Okay? Because they have said to you that they have given you the things that you need. All right? They have given you the things that you need. And maybe it didn't come in the form that you thought it was supposed to come in, but they saying that you have all that you need at your disposal. And that's why they need you to have a spirit of gratitude. Okay? But some of the things that someone is telling you, or you telling yourself, they saying, You need to be honest with your true self. You need to be honest with your true feelings. You already know what this reality is. Okay? And others of you are wanting to receive clear guidance. And this could be for the collective. This could be just for some. Just take what resonates and leave the rest alone. But clear guidance, okay? Clear guidance. You want clear guidance. And in order to get this clear guidance, you're going to have compassion, and you're going to have love, and you're going to have to examine your heart so that you can make sure that you're vibrating on the highest frequency, or the highest frequency possible in your stage, in order to receive the clear guidance that is necessary for you. You're going to have to make sure that you're doing the necessary things that you are needing to do to have mental balance, to have spiritual balance, to have that wholeness, to be in connection with the universe, to be in complete balance with the universe and its universal frequencies and its highest frequency of love. So that's what they want you to do. So in order to achieve this wholeness, to achieve this balance and clarity, there's some things that you are needing to continuously do. Like, you can't just stop just because in some respect things are going well. Because that's when it gives you the opportunity to allow things to like creep in. Okay? And your guides and your ancestors saying like, okay, also, you need to release any of your personal agendas. Like letting go your attachment to things. You should not have certain attachment to things, because those attachments are creating imbalances, and those different attachments are some of the reasons why you can't be grounded, or in some cases you're not able to ground. And we understand, like, the retrograde is at play and the cosmos are at play, right? But they affect everyone differently, and just because they affect one person one way doesn't mean that it's supposed to affect you in that way. Maybe even taking a look at your placements in your chart and understanding, like, how is this thing affecting you, so that you can know how to ground, okay? But releasing your own your own personal needs to control situations as well. Because when you can't have that complete control, and I don't want you to click out the video because I know some of y'all ready to click out the video. When you can't have that complete control allows you to come on earth. And it allows you to come ungrounded or undone, and allows things to, like, come in and trigger you. And also some of those controls are what's causing your triggers. So maybe certain things wasn't supposed to be interpreted the way you interpret it, but because of your need to control the outcome of everything, it created some discomfort. All right. And on this journey, you're going to experience highs and lows. You're going to experience some comforts and you're going to experience some discomfort. But your guides and your ancestors are saying, like, we need you to get on this frequency. Begin to open your heart to kindness. Open your heart to compassion. Be compassionate to others. Talk to others with compassion. Love how you want to be loved, etc., etc. They ain't saying going out and loving everybody, but giving everybody that general respect and that general love, and vibrate that high frequency of love so that you can receive that love back. And some of you guys have already been receiving that love back, or you was able to give that love to someone. All right. And let me tell you something. Being able to give someone love, that love is that highest frequency. That love is that highest level of abundance that you can experience. That love is how you're going to help heal yourself. All right. And some of you guys, like I said, have been able to love through some of the toughest situations. Some of you guys have not given up on people and was like, dang, why I keep finding myself in this situation? This person does not deserve my love, but you love them anyway. That's because that's that highest frequency that you got to offer. With your kids, sometimes your kids get on your nerve, right? But you love them anyway. There was a time where you may have been in pain, or your significant other may have been in pain. But guess what? Because one of you knew how to love, one of you guys was able to pour into the other one. You was able to fill the other one up and help lift the other one up and help rise them to that frequency in order to heal them so that they can heal others. And that's what you guys want. They want you to be able to love in a way that someone has loved you, or you have loved someone else, however that may be, in order to heal others, because you never know what people are going through. And sometimes some people just need a little love. Sometimes pain need to be met with love. And if you're in pain or your partner's in pain, one of you possess the ability to love through the pain. And if your partner isn't here yet and you feel yourself sometimes being in pain, you have that person that's going to come in and be able to love you through all of your, what you may consider flaws and everything. They're going to be patient. They're going to be kind. But the thing that you want to come in, because you already know how the law of attraction works, you have to give that out. You have to be that. You have to be on that frequency in order to attract that. And like a magnet, it's going to come to you. Just like when you ever thought about something and you be like, man, I don't want to do this because every time I do this, this happens, and then that happens. It's because you manifested that. Your words are powerful, especially during times like this. Very powerful, especially through, your healing and things like that. Because you done cleared a lot of things out. And so you have to be mindful of what you're saying. And so the truth that you are telling yourself, your answer to saying, you got to tell yourself another truth. You have to tell yourself another truth. But they wanted you to get on this frequency. And if you're not on this frequency, they want you to do whatever you can to be balanced and be whole in this energy. Another thing they want me to talk to you guys about is birthing. Birthing. Oneness with the world, birthing oneness with this world, birthing your ideas, birthing the things that you have been working on so long. The birthing the life that you desired for so long. And some of you guys are going to be able to birth it too. Now there's some that's going to begin preparing to conceive. And then they're going to conceive. And after conception of the ideas or the desire, the life that they desire, or the business, whatever it is, they're going to miscarriage. Because it was missing something in order to sustain it. So yeah, miscarriage and have to start over. Others will prepare to have a baby, prepare to give birth, prepare to conceive, and they'll get through the conception and they'll be excited about the conception, and then they'll abort. And that was an intentional abortion of the gift or the desire or the life or the passion or the business or the brand. And others are going to prepare to conceive, and they're going to conceive, and they're going to provide the nutrients that source needs, that fetus need. We're going to just call it a fetus. Now, this fetus can be anything, y'all. This fetus could be a career. This fetus can be a brand, a business that you're trying to get out there. This fetus could be your spirituality. You know, this fetus could be whatever it is that you want it to be. Like this fetus, whatever you're working on right now that you want to see exist in this reality, that is the fetus. Okay? And so you get through that, you provide it all the nutrients that it needs to survive. You're doing all the necessary things to make sure that when it's time to give birth to this thing, that it's going to be able to live. It's going to be able to breathe on its own. And then after all that hard work, now this gestation period for this could have been a year, 2 years, 10 years. But guess what? After all of that, it's time to go into labor. And then when you go into labor, you have what is called early labor. And in early labor, you feel a few contractions. And then early labor don't really hurt, you know. But to some people, it might be a little uncomfortable, right? But you're able to get through it by, you know, breathing deeply, doing the necessary techniques to get you past that stage of early labor. And then you move into active labor. This is when you become dilated, like more dilated, and should be moving progressively now, and the contractions are a lot stronger than they were in early labor. And sometimes this spiritual journey, these ideas, this passion, these desires, this life that we want, whatever it is that we're trying to create, whatever it is that we're trying to bring into existence, birth into this realm, bring into this dimension through that portal, that particular portal. Sometimes those contractions are intense. And no matter what you do, you might not be able to decrease the amount of pain that you are experiencing at that time. And not every time will you have someone by your side, will you have a doula, someone that could be your companion during this laboring process. Sometimes all you have is you in your team. Now, your spirit guides and your spirit team, they're acting as your labor team. They're the ones in there making sure that nothing goes wrong, and when it does, when things do kind of turn left, they're able to kind of get things back on track. So in this birthing process, you're going to have your labor and delivery team. All you got to do is just tell them what you're feeling. Tell your ancestors, tell your spirit guides, tell your spirit team what it is that you are feeling during that moment. I'm feeling some lower back pains. I'm feeling some intensity. I'm unable to breathe through this process. And then they come in with their nice little supernatural tools, and they help aid and assist you during that laboring process. And then after y'all have did all that hard work and worked together to get you comfortable, maybe you had to change position, maybe they advised you to change position and that worked. Maybe you were able to provide, receive something like a medication, something that could help you. Like in real birth, it'll be like an epidural, but something that can help you to lessen the effects of the contractions, to lessen the effects of the pain. And then you begin to push and give birth. And sometimes when you bear down the push, you might not push the baby out immediately. Even like the laboring process, some people, when they go in labor, they birth their baby or they birth their idea quick. Some people, it take them a little while. Some people, they go in there and handle it flawlessly, and others, it's the worst experience they ever had in their life. And so you begin to push, and nothing happens on the first push. So you get up. Well, you don't get up, but you readjust. You inhale, exhale, and you do it again. And let me tell y'all something. When you're birthing things, whoever's birthing it, you have to have the physical and mental stamina to get through it. Because if you can't push, they're going to have to get it out of you some way. And if you can't push, they're going to force it out of you. You have to get a C-section. C-section in this world, when you need to get that idea out, they're gonna force it out. They're gonna put you in a position to where you ain't got no choice but to give life to it. But in this case, we'll just continue with the natural route. And so you bear down and push again. Oh, and you feel some extreme discomfort. You like, whoa, what's going on here? I might not be able to do this. Now, this is that procrastination. This is that contemplation and that procrastination and then that overthinking when you like about to sabotage yourself out of birthing this idea, right? Or out of birthing this baby, because this baby is no longer a fetus, no more. It's a whole baby now. And then you bear down to push again. And I know I forgot the water breaking, y'all, but we just jumped right up into the label. We didn't even talk about the water breaking, but we can actually hit on that in another segment. But and now you bear down to push again and still nothing happened. But everybody else that done came and had their baby, they had their baby fast, or it didn't take this long, right? And then you bear down and push again. But this time, the baby head pops out. Uh-oh. And you might need a little assistance getting the baby head out. You might need to use some forceps, something. You might even need a little cut to help get the baby out, right? But you get the baby out. And then your spirit team, they help you deliver this baby. And when they help you deliver this baby, they got to make sure that the baby is breathing and that all the vitals are good. So they're doing all of these quick, accelerated things to assist you with making sure that this baby can breathe on its own, that it is outside of you. And then after all of that discomfort and pain and this and that and all of this, oh, I didn't never believe I can do it. And oh my goodness, I couldn't get it off the ground. After all that, after all those things that you told yourself that almost stop you from pushing and forcing you to have a C-section, they give you the baby. And now you got the baby here and you holding this baby and you're not even worrying about all the pains it took you to get to this moment to be able to experience the beauty of this baby that you have birthed. And now, you're admiring the baby. Baby's doing good. You can't believe you did it. It's healthy. It's breathing on its own. It's thriving. It's not jaundice. You ain't going to have to stay overnight. You have to stay a little bit overnight, but you ain't going to have to stay 2 days in the hospital. Everything good, you know. You ain't going to have to prolong the process. The baby is good. Everything is good. And then guess what? Guess what they tell you after that? Hey, y'all, we need you to birth the afterbirth. Like, dang. Now, the afterbirth, that's all of the things that was used to assist the baby while it was on the inside. And those things are no longer, those things, you no longer need that stuff. Unless you want to, put some herbs on and do a placenta encapsulation and things like that. And then you give the baby some additional things to ensure its survival on this side. But, those things you don't need no more. But you still got to get it out. And then you have contractions. But man, guess what? Because of this overwhelming feeling that you have, that feeling of completion, that feeling of getting it done, that feeling of get it out there, you don't even think about pushing this out. This ain't nothing. So they tell you, all right, we need you to push, and then you push. And you get that out. Now that process could be a minute or 30 minutes or however long it take your body to go ahead and contract that thing out. But guess what? It don't hurt as bad as the initial contractions when you was going through that labor process. It don't hurt as bad. It's actually a flawless process. It's actually a relieving process because you're like, oh, finally, it's out there. And then your spirit team cut that attachment, because that no longer is the thing that feeds you. That is something that can no longer provide you substance. So you have to cut the attachment to all of that stuff that don't provide you substance, and you have to get it out of you, because if you don't get it out of you, it could create an infection. And that's how, when you think negatively, that's how you create those infections. That's how you get sick. And that's how, before you could get to experience all that hard work that you birth, if you don't get it out, you die. And so does the dream. So that's what your guys and your ancestors wanted me to talk to y'all about. They wanted me to talk to y'all about that birthing process. Y'all have everything that y'all need to birth this idea, to birth this passion, to birth your dreams, to birth your desires, whatever it is that you want, you can do it. They're saying that they will be your labor and delivery team. All you got to do is tell them what you need, okay? But don't tell yourself these things that are untrue, because they have been with you all of your life, guiding you, directing you, getting you to this point right now. And all they want you to do is to birth this idea into this reality and give it a name. And once you give it a name, then it could begin to survive on its own. And so that's pretty much it, y'all. Well, not survive on its own, but y'all know y'all get the gist. My baby done got up now, so I got to go ahead and go. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. If you guys got any questions, drop it down in the comments below. Make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this message was communicated effectively so that you guys could receive the point that was being made here. And if you need anything from me, all of my information is in the description below, and I'll holler at you.